Hello everyone. We are computer engineering students from Pandit Deen Dayal Energy University, Gandhinagar. This website is a part of our operating system project. Our domain is page replacement algorithm. We are team 3 from group 4, batch of division 2. We have hosted our website on GitHub. Let's have a look. So as you could see, this is our website. We have given different uh, introduction and algorithms and stimulation. Let's see all of them one after another, starting with introduction. So what is page replacement algorithm? In a computer operating system that uses paging for virtual memory management, page replacement algorithms decide which memory pages to page out, sometimes called swap out or write to a disk, when a page of memory needs to be allocated. Page replacement happens when a requested page is not in memory. This situation is page fault. And a free page cannot be used to satisfy the allocation, either because there are none or because the number of free pages is lower than some threshold. When the page that was selected for replacement and paged out is referred again, it has to be paged in or read in from the disk. And this involves waiting for the IO completion. This determines the quality of page replacement algorithms. The less time waiting for page ins, the better is the algorithm. A page replacement algorithm looks at the limited information about accessing to the pages provided by the hardware and tries to guess which page should be replaced to minimize the number of pages misses, while balancing this with the cost, that is, the primary storage and the processor time of the algorithm itself. Now, we have here various page replacement algorithms. Four of them are FIFO, OPR, LIFO, and LRU. FIFO is first in, first out, OPR, optimal page replacement. LIFO is last in, first out, and LRU is least recently used page replacement algorithm. Starting with the first one, that is FIFO, let's have a look. Now for FIFO, this is one of the simplest page replacement algorithm. In this algorithm, OS maintains a queue that keeps the track of all the pages. So where the oldest page is in front and the most recent one is at the back. So when the page is needed to be replaced, this algorithm swaps out in at the front as it has been there for the longest time. So the first one which comes is the first one that goes out. It has a few advantages and disadvantages which are written here on the website, as you can see. Now let's try to visualize this through stimulation. Okay, now let's enter the number of frames, say 5. And now we will be entering the sequence of the pages separated by spaces. So that is, let's say, this is the sequence. Now, as I click on the submit button, this is the implementation and the visualization of the algorithm. So total, we have 5 frames that we have entered. Now, the algorithm is FIFO and there are 10 input for the frames. So the sequence of the pages is as we have given. Now, as there are total 5 frames, you can see here that we have 5 frames here available. Then we have the pages that comes one after the another. This is the number of input that is starting from 1 to 10. That is the sequence we have entered. So when first page 1 arrives, it has a space in the frame, so it is given. Then 2 arrives, then both are there in the stack. Then 3, then 4, and then 5. Now again, when page 4 arrives, there is a hit. Hit is true. which means that page is present in the frame already. So that is shown here with the green button. Then 2 arrives, it is also there. 3 is there, 1 is there, and 2 is there. So till now, we can say that this is a very good algorithm for the present inserted queue, but it is not always true. So we have made some observations here also. So since we have total 10 references, we got 5 hits and 5 faults. So the hit rate is 50% and the fault rate is also 50%. Okay, now let's click home and try to see other algorithms. Now, next one is OPR, that is optimal page replacement algorithm. Let's see. So OPR in this algorithm, OS replaces the page that will not be used for the longest period of time in future. So the idea is simple. It referred pages is already present, increment the hit, and if not present, find if a page that is never referenced in the future. If such a page exists, replace this page with new page, and if no such page exists, then find a page that is referred farthest in future and replace that page. One of the major disadvantage here is it is not possible for the operating system in practice to know the future requests, because here we will need to give the total request so that the operating system can decide which one will be coming in future. So let's stimulate this. Suppose we have number of frames 4, or let's say for example we want to make a comparison here, and let's say I enter number of pages to be 1 and 2 and say 3 number of frames to be, and the pages here would be given like this. Let's say this is the input string. Now, if I click on the submit button, we got here the output, which you can see most of them are not hit. And so 100% there is a fault rate. This is a bad algorithm. Now, when the number of frames increased, you could see that the fault rate has decreased to 77.79%. And with further increase in the number of frames, the fault rate has decreased further to 66.66%. If you want to see a comparison, we could see the graph. So as you can see, with increase in the number of frames as expected, the number of fault has decreased. So that is number of fault is 9 here, then 7, and then 6 for the same input string. Okay, now let's move further with the next replacement algorithm and have fun while stimulating it. That is LIFO, last in, first out. As the name suggests, the last one which arrives is the first one that moves out. Let's try to stimulate it. Okay, now for LIFO, let's enter the number of frames, say 6, the sequence of the pages, and if we submit it, so this is the output. As we have already mentioned, the total number of frames and algorithms, sequence, and here we have number of hits and faults, which gives us the hit rate and the fault rate. Moving on to the next algorithm, that is LRU, least recently used page. So this is an algorithm which is based on greedy approach, where the page which is to be replaced is the least recently used. So the idea is based on locality of the reference. The least recently used page is not likely. Its advantages and disadvantages are given, and let's stimulate it. Okay, now let's try to compare and enter more number of frames, say 1, 2, and 3. And for the same input string, like this. Now, when I click on the submit button, as you can see here, we got an output. First, for frame 1, there is 100% fault rate. For 2, we got 2 hits, and that's why the fault rate is 80%. And later on, that is 70%. Now, showing the graph. Okay, now this graph is to check the Bellides anomaly, which is that generally, as you can see here, that as the number of frames increases, the number of faults decreases because the pages got a place. And here Bellides anomaly does not exist for this set of frames entered, as you can see the output here. But in some cases, we also get Bellides anomaly. For that, let's check out one of the famous example is for FIFO. Let's try to stimulate FIFO here. Now, before that, what is Bellides anomaly? As I said, generally on increasing the number of frames to a process virtual memory, its execution becomes faster as fewer page fault occurs. But sometimes, with increase in the number of page frames, results in an increase in the number of page fault for a given memory access pattern, and that is nothing but Bellides anomaly. Let's say I enter here the frames as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we are taking 5 frames to check Bellides anomaly, and here is the input string. It doesn't work all the time, but for a particular string, sometime it might work. As you can see, if this is the sequence of the pages and I click on the submit button, first we got 100% fault rate. Then it is again 100% fault rate for frame 2. There is no decrease. For the frames to be 3, number of frames to be 3, we got a fault rate of 75%, which is a decrease. Then with increase in the number of frames to 4, the fault rate has decreased. Rather than decreasing, sorry, it has increased to 83.3%. So this is nothing but Bellides anomaly. You might find it difficult to realize it here. So we have this thing in our website where you can show the graph, and now you can easily visualize the Bellides anomaly. That is, the fault number of fault is 12, then 12, then 9, and then it has increased to 10, and then again decreased to 5. So this is nothing but Bellides anomaly. So Bellides anomaly exists for the set of frames entered here. So this is something special which you could see in the website.